Hello, today I want to talk about Hakarat haTov, and that is recognizing and acknowledging the good, and I want to talk about it in terms of our relationship with other people. In Hakarat haTov, Ben Adam L'Chavero, specifically, because that's what we're focusing in this week. Maybe next week we'll talk about gratitude to God, but this week we're focused on a relationship with others, and I think I want to make a differentiation between Hakarat haTov, which is acknowledging and recognizing the good, as opposed to gratitude, which is lahodot. When you have gratitude for something, because I think in polite society, most people that have good manners will say thank you when a situation warrants it. But Hakarat haTov, first of all, you can't have gratitude, you can't say thank you unless you have a recognition for what the good is. You recognize the good, Hakarat haTov, and then you can have gratitude. But gratitude, there are different levels. I think sometimes when people say thank you, they might as well not say it at all. We've gotten those thank you. But a sincere thank you, we can see sometimes in somebody's eyes when they're like, oh, thank you, or when it's sincere, or when somebody will point out the details. I think that is really a recognition of the good, right? If you say thank you, because let's say you dropped your wallet or your phone and you didn't notice, and then you see somebody who was running for the bus who actually stopped to pick it up and to give it to you and show you, and they took the chance, or maybe they even missed their bus because they stopped to help you. You can say, oh my God, thank you so much. I would have lost that. That is invaluable to me. I need my phone. I need my contacts. And I see that you were, catching a bus, and you don't want to delay them too long and they'll miss the next bus. Obviously, you should be considerate about that. But to point out little details, don't go on too much, that's excessive, but just to point out what it is that you appreciate about what they did. Instead of saying the meal was delicious, say what it is. I like the steak. You made it exactly the way I like it. Medium rare, that's not the way I like it, but that's the way I like it, the other person. Things like that. And I think many people nowadays specifically have such a hard time with these kind of genuine thank yous, because it's so hard for them when they say thank you, somehow thanking the other person when they does mitigates their sense of self-worth. I don't know why, but it hurts their pride that they're thanking somebody else, that they needed somebody else did something for them. I can really talk about this because I think in this world there are givers and takers. Of course, there are people that are normal and in between, but sometimes there are givers and takers, and some people always like to give, and some people like to take. And I always had a problem in my past, which I'm still working on, of taking. I like to give. I like to be the one to give. And then, I would get angry or annoyed if I had to take something from somebody, even to the point where I might even get angry at the person, or, it's embarrassing. I felt, I guess it hurt my pride and my ego, and I realized that was my need to control everything. I don't need to control everything in reality. First of all, you can't. You just can't. If you're going to be a control freak, your life is going to be miserable. You have to realize that most things in people's lives are a combination of countless people that have done things for your benefit. And the sooner that we recognize that, the sooner that we acknowledge that and accept that, and don't take too much, but what do you need? You need. That's why we work together as a society. We're supposed to all help each other. And it wasn't until I was able to accept it, and it was a hard thing for me, that you can take, and it doesn't make you some sort of parasite. Like my life was miserable. So I think that when we don't acknowledge the good, it says more about our imperfections than anything else. But if you can see and acknowledge and point out everything that is good, it just goes to show that you're aware and you're considerate and you're a kind and appreciative person. And that's what you do. You point it out, you say the good, you say why you appreciate it, and life is better for everybody. So let's try that today. Say thank you to somebody. I specifically think it's so important. I like to thank the guards, to the mall, the bank, the supermarket, I don't care what it is. Everybody gets annoyed because they're taking the temperature, they're checking your bags, there's, what's the holdup? No, thank you for the holdup. Thank you for taking your time to make sure that we're safe, that we're protected, and that, everything's in order. Thank you. Say thank you to the bus driver. Say thank you to these people who have to do this time and time and time again and deal with a lot of ungrateful people. So important to appreciate it and to be genuine. So let's try and do that. Take care.